Governments are grappling with how best to tackle high and rising rates of obesity. Central to this have been attempts to reduce consumption of junk food. One way of potentially doing this is by restricting junk food advertising. Our research looks at how effective it would be to ban junk food advertising. Would it reduce consumption of these products? How would it affect competition between brands in this market? And we also look at how firms would respond to an advertising ban. So in particular, how would they change their prices? We focus on one prominent junk food market, the market for crisps. We have information on when crisps adverts aired. So for instance, if an advert for a particular brand of crisps, Walker's, aired during Coronation Street, we observe that. At the same time, for a sample of consumers, we know information on their TV viewing habits. Do, for instance, they like to watch Coronation Street? And we also observe which products they buy. This then allows us to model this channel between advertising and how it feeds through into purchases. If crisps advertising was banned and firms could not change their prices, then we find that there would be a 15% reduction in purchases of crisps and corresponding reductions in calories, saturated fat and salt from crisps. These health gains would be mitigated to some extent though by some consumers switching to other forms of junk food. Of course, in reality, firms will change their prices if advertising is banned. One of the things advertising does is it encourages consumers to pay higher prices for these products. So if advertising were banned, firms would respond by lowering their prices. This is intuitive. Banning competition in advertising intensifies competition in prices. When we take this effect into account, the reduction in crisps consumption is 10%, so it is only 2/3 as large as if prices were fixed. The main takeaway of our research is that once we take into account the complicated ways in which advertising influences consumer choice and the fact that firms may respond to an advertising ban by changing their prices, there is evidence that an advertising ban may lead to a healthier population.